Today we're diving into Bernard Rose's Candyman, a film that masterfully explores race, social inequality, and the power of urban legends. The story follows Helen Lyle, a graduate student at the University of Illinois Chicago. Helen is researching urban legends and becomes entangled in the tale of the Candyman, an entity that appears when his name is said 5 times in front of a mirror, only to murder his summoner. The film opens with Trevor Lyle, Helen's husband, lecturing on how urban legends are modern oral folklore, spooky stories that mirror society's fears. An urban legend often revolves around an entity or event that few have witnessed, with the unlucky survivor often dismissed as unstable. Despite this, these legends can control behavior, much like how the Tooth Fairy encourages children to embrace losing their teeth in exchange for money. But Candyman presents a darker side to these legends, rooted in the real-life struggles of marginalized communities. Set in the Cabrini Green housing projects, the Candyman legend is a scapegoat for the violence and trauma experienced by the residents. No one has seen the Candyman, yet the horror of their daily lives is pinned on him. This raises the question, do terrifying urban legends keep people in line by exploiting their fears? Or do they inspire copycats, as we see when Helen is assaulted by a gang using the Candyman's hook? In Cabrini Green, the legend of the Candyman becomes a reflection of the community's struggles exacerbated by gentrification and systemic oppression. Gentrification in Candyman is more than just financial. It's a cultural suffocation that keeps marginalized communities oppressed. As Helen notes, an entire community starts attributing their daily horrors to a mythical figure, perhaps as a way to cope with the violence and chaos around them. The Candyman's power, however, doesn't stem from religious foundations, but from fear itself. It's not the summoning that gives him strength. It's the fear that spreads his legend and fuels his killing sprees. This parallels the spread of religious influence, much like in The Last Temptation of Christ, directed by Martin Scorsese, where Christ's teachings grew as did the anticipation of his miracles. Both figures have rich histories and were persecuted by the masses. Is Candyman a vengeful Black Jesus? Where does the line between urban legend and divinity blur? Helen's pursuit to myth-bust the Candyman legend ultimately exposes the racial imbalances within the justice system. When 2 people were murdered in Cabrini Green, the police did nothing. But when Helen, a white woman, is attacked, they lock the place down. Yet, her obsession with the Candyman leads her to lose grip on reality, and she becomes part of the cycle of violence that haunts Cabrini Green. By the end, Helen herself becomes an urban legend, forever immortalized in the lore she sought to debunk. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I'll be back next Friday with another Flashback Friday segment.